या ना मॅडम एक थोडीशी मदत अशी हवी होती.
Yes.
प्रसादला आणि
Yes.
just to make them aware, you can
Live already started. This is our sequence. Now the first local education society song, Isha's one and
hello. Good morning, Adhikari sir. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are clearly audible. Good morning.
Good morning. Nice to see you.
Same here, sir. Thank you very much.
Sir, we will wait for 2 minutes, next 2 minutes
Sure.
for technical setup, and our Madam Sant Madam is also joining the meeting. And within next 2-3 minutes, we will start the program.
No problem, sir. Yeah. Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir, you are clearly audible.
Oh, okay.
If YouTube live streaming will be also done.
Okay.
Yes. I think Madam has joined. Good morning, Madam. Hello.
येतोय आवाज येतोय सर. आवाज येतो का माझा
येतोय ना?
आवटी सर?
हो, येतोय, आवाज येतो.
अधिकारी सर गुड मॉर्निंग, मॅडम गुड
Good,
मॉर्निंग.
good morning, sir.
गुड मॉर्निंग.
Good morning, everyone.
व्हेरी गुड मॉर्निंग मॅडम. गुड
Yes, good
मॉर्निंग.
morning, madam. Hello, Prasad. Hello, Mehta madam.
बंद कर अर्धा तास.
Am I audible? Hello. हो. त्याला सुरू करायला सांगायला लागेल. ते तिथे रेडी आहे. Hello, Mehta madam. Technical support team, Mehta madam, Prasad Jadhav, Pawar sir. YouTube live streaming झालंय का? Can we start? Please let us know.
We can start in 2 minutes.
We can start within 2 minutes. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Hello, Mehta madam. Mehta madam. Am I audible, Mehta madam? Himanshi Mehta madam.
So we can now start Vocal Education Society.
Hello, Mehta madam.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. So we can now start with the Vocal Education Society. So
Comparers, are the comparers prepared?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Start the program.
Good morning, respected principal, vice principal, esteemed guests, and all the honorable dignitaries. Myself, Ms. Triveni Parab from FIBMS, would like to welcome you all for the online inauguration program of Urja 2025 event organized by the Faculty of Commerce from 3rd February 2025 to 6th February 2025. The theme of the session is Sustainable Business Practices into Changing Business Scenarios.
Myself Nityashri Shettigar from FYBMS. Now I would like to request to play our society's song, which will be followed by Isha Stavan and welcome song. Now I would like to request to play Isha's Thawan and welcome song.
Outi sir, what happened? Is there any technical issue?
Some technical issue is there. Let us sort out it.
Okay.
within 2 minutes we will sort out the problem. Technical error is there. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
आवाज येतोय माझा?
आवाज येतोय सर.
एक 2-3 मिनिटात आपण तो सॉर्ट आउट करतो प्रॉब्लेम.
ते गाणं येत नसेल तर राहू द्या सर, आपण सुरू करायला हरकत नाही. काय तर प्रॉब्लेम येतोय सॉन्ग मध्ये.
हो हो.
हम्म.
Yes, Mehta madam, start. Mehta madam. Cover, sir.
प्रसाद प्रसाद आवाज येतो माझा तुला? अरे ते सॉर्ट आउट होत नाही. हा अवती
Without issues, Pawan and Ramagit, let us proceed the program. Compare, please proceed the program with a welcome catch.
proceed the further. Don't play the song if there is any problem.
Yes, sir. Now I would like to request respected in charge principal Dr. S.B. Karande sir for today's inaugural session. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. And very good morning to one and all present on this online platform. President of the inaugural function of Commerce and Management Week, Urja, respected Dr. Mrs. S. Sant, Chairperson, Gokhale Education Society, Zonal Secretary of Mumbai Zone, and former principal of our college, Chief Guest and Keynote Speaker, Honorable Mr. Sachin Adhikari, Sir, Moran Farms, LLP Partner Mumbai, Vice Principal Dr. M.D. Auti, Coordinator Mr. M.B. Khobragade, faculties of Department of Commerce, teachers, student coordinators, and their students. As an in-charge principal, on behalf of college and on my personal behalf, I warmly welcome you all in this program. I would like to brief about our college. So, our college is one of the oldest college in the Borivali city, which is established in the year 1979. The mission of the college is to build strong group of young people with discipline and character to make our society proud of them and to develop the multidimensional personality of our students. In this direction, our dedicated teachers through 8 academic departments, 12 associations, and 20 different committees taking efforts to conduct curricular, co-curricular, and extracurricular activities for the overall development of our students. From the day to day, the Department of Commerce is celebrating Commerce and Management Week, and very relevant theme is selected for the same. This is sustainable business practices in changing business scenario. Friends, being a student of commerce, you must have learned the concept of sustainability and how it is important in the modern era. Simply, it is called sustainability business means the company's strategy and action to reduce adverse environmental and social impacts resulting from business operation in a particular market. An organization's sustainability practices are typically analyzed against environmental, social, and governance metrics. Student friends, by implementing sustainable practices, companies can reduce their carbon footprint, minimize waste and pollution, and conserve natural resources. Moreover, they can build a positive reputation, enhance customer loyalty, and attract a skilled workforce. Friends, I would not take much time because you are very eager to listen our today's guest. Student friends, today's our guest speaker, Honorable Mr. Sachin Adhikari sir, will guide us in detail on the theme sustainable business practices in changing business scenario. I appreciate the entire team of Department of Commerce for an initiative to avail such platform for the students. I extend my sincere thanks towards Dr. Mrs. S.V. Santa Madam and Mr. Sachin Adhikari sir for accepting our invitation and to be with us for this program. I wish all the best for the success of this program. Thank you very much. Over to student coordinator.
Thank you so much, sir, for your kind words.
Now, I would like to request respected Vice Principal Sir, Dr. Mr. Mahesh Auti, to talk about Urja 2025 event. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Good morning. Am I audible?
त्यांना पाठव विनय आलाय ना, विनय आणि देशमुख दोघांना पाठव.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
माझा आवाज येतोय का? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
You are
sir.
audible.
Yes. Good morning. President of today's inaugural function, Honorable Dr. Mrs. S.B. Sant, Chairperson, Gokhale Education Society, Nashik, chief guest and keynote speaker, Mr. Sachin Adhikari, Moran Farms LLP partner, Mumbai, in-charge principal of our college, Dr. S.B. Karande, coordinator of senior college, Professor M.B. Khobragade, all self-finance courses coordinators, faculty members of commerce and self-finance courses, and dear student friends. In the academic year 2021-22, Commerce and Management Week, Urja, was started. In order to develop managerial skills, competencies, and qualities among our students in order to shape their career as tomorrow's managers, professionals, entrepreneurs, corporate trainers. Theme of Urja 2022 was 21st century skills and competencies for commerce and management. Urja this year organized from 3rd February to 6th February 2020. That is sustainable business practices in changing business scenario. As we are aware that our country India has determined a dream vision of Vikasit Bharat 2027. So in order to realize the dream, in order to bring our dream and vision into reality, sustainability will be the one of the initiatives in order to realize our dream of Vikasit Bharat. So from that point of view, meeting of Faculty of Commerce, we have decided this particular theme, sustainable business practices in changing business scenario. Social, economic, and environmental sustainability will be of prime importance for the health of the people. So from that point of view, this particular theme and Management Week Urja 2025 Transforming Youth is being organized. In today's inaugural function, we have with us Honorable Dr. Mrs. S.P. Sun, Chairperson of Vocal Education Society, to preside over the function, and she will be guiding us. And we are very happy to have Dr. Mrs. S.P. Sun, Madam, us to guide us and motivate us on the occasion. So I am thankful to Madam for having consented to be the president of this inaugural function. Respected Mr. Sachin Adhikari, who is LLP partner and who is a running sustainable farm, who has also consented to be chief guest and keynote speaker for this inaugural function to guide us on sustainable business practices. So we are very, very happy to have such insight and practical exposures of sustainable business practices which are implemented in the business world to protect the environment and for the sustainable development in the long run. So I'm thankful to tomorrow, 4th February, a session will be conducted on green finance, and for this session, Mr. Amol Pimplekar, who is a financial advisor from Mumbai, who has consented to be a resource person to guide our students on green finance initiatives. On 5th February, there will be a
Sorry
session
to
on green
interrupt you, sir.
marketing, and
Sir,
Dr. Poonam Kakkad, who is the vice principal of Nirmala College in Mumbai, who has accepted our invitation to guide our students on green marketing practices. On 6th February, that is the last day of this Commerce and Management Week Urja 2025, valedictory function will be there, and valedictory come technical session. And for this session, we have decided the sub-theme of this function is green human resource management practices. Mr. Sushil Hire, who is the plant head, Birla Precision Technologies Limited, MIDC Satpur, Nasik, who has accepted our invitation as the chief guest and a resource person for the valedictory function. And he has also agreed to guide our students on green human resource management practices. So this is a brief review of the technical sessions which are being scheduled, which are being conducted in this Urja 2025. And every day, each session will be followed by one activity in which our students will actively participate in the activity so as to identify their managerial talent, qualities, competencies, and also to explore the same, to develop the same competencies, qualities, and skills in order to become tomorrow's managers, professionals, corporate trainers, and entrepreneurs. In this Urja 2025, we have tried to bridge the gap between academics and industry. And from that point of view, we have tried to involve the industry people, corporate people in this week so as to provide the practical exposure of the industrial working. What is going on in and around the industry for the economic, environmental, and social sustainability. And we have also invited the academicians also so as to bridge the gap between practical and theory, academics and industry. And I'm very happy that this management week is a platform for our students to develop themselves as tomorrow's managers and entrepreneurs. Definitely, our students will get lot of academic inputs, practical exposure, fruitful outcomes. Definitely, our students will get from this commerce and management week. And as the tradition of our college, this year, this management week is organized, and definitely our faculty members have taken sincere efforts to organize this week. And I am thankful to all faculty members, SFC coordinators, SU principal for guiding us and for extending a necessary cooperation to organize this Urja 2025. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your information.
Now I would like to request respected Mrs. Priyanka Auti Madam for introduction of our today's guest. Over to
Am
you,
I
madam.
audible clearly? Am I audible clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, one and all present over here. It gives me an immense pleasure to introduce President of today's function, Honorable Dr. Mrs. S.V. Santha, and Chief Guest, Honorable Sachin Adhikari. We honor to welcome Dr. Mrs. Suhasini Santha, an eminent academician, researcher, and administrator, as the President for our Commerce and Management Week, Urja 2025. Currently serving as the Chairman of the Gokhale Education Society and Zonal Secretary of Mumbai Zone. She has dedicated over 4 decades to the field of education. She holds a degree of MCom, MPhil, PhD in marketing with 40 years of teaching experience at the undergraduate and postgraduate level. She has mentored countless students shaping their careers in commerce and management. She has served as a university-approved postgraduate teacher, syllabus committee member, and examiner for various universities, including Mumbai University, SNDT University, and Savitribai Phule Pune University. Her expertise spans multiple domains, including marketing, human resource development, export marketing, and international business. She has made remarkable contributions as an author and editor. She has co-authored a book on export marketing, published research articles, and written thought-provoking columns for leading newspapers like Lok Satta, Maharashtra Times, and Times of India on various topics. Her commitment to institutional development is evident through her leadership in the introduction of various self-financing and university-recognized short-term courses at her institution. She is an active life member of prestigious academic and consumer organizations, including Vocal Education Society, All India Commerce Association, and the Association for Consumer Action on Safety and Health. She has been a resource person for All India Radio and Mumbai Doordarshan, delivering insightful talks on consumer rights and business trends. For her outstanding contribution to education, she has been honored with several prestigious awards, including Best Teacher Award by Vocal Education Society, Senior Teacher Award by G.R. Ranade Foundation, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Adarsh Shikshak Puraskar 2014 and 17, Teacher of Distinction Award by Vocal Education Society. Today, we are lucky to have her as a president, where she will share her valuable insights and experiences. Her words will surely inspire and guide us. Let's give a warm welcome to Honorable Dr. Mrs. S. V. Santa Madam. We welcome you, ma'am. Now, I would like to introduce an eminent and innovative industrialist, Mr. Sachin Adhikari, as a chief guest and keynote speaker of today's function. It is a great pleasure to welcome Mr. Sachin Adhikari as the chief guest and keynote speaker for Commerce and Management Week, Urja 2025. He is an owner of Moran Farms, LLP partner, Mumbai. He began his career as an instrumentation engineer and later completed a master's in international business. While working in industrial automation, he discovered a deep love for farming in 2016. Since then, he has been learning about sustainable farming by reading books, attending workshops, and gaining hands-on experience. Along with farming, he is also passionate about parenting, unschooling, and self-learning. He strongly believes in sustainable living and encourages people to explore new eco-friendly ways of growing food and managing business. Today, he will share his inspiring journey, knowledge, and experiences on sustainability and entrepreneurship. His story will help us to think beyond traditional career paths and discover new possibilities for the future. Let's all give a big round of applause and warm welcome to Mr. Sachin Adhikari. Thank you. Over to you, Nityashri.
Thank you so much, madam.
Now, I request respected Sachin Adhikari sir to provide a keynote on sustainable business practices. Over to you, sir.
Unmute your mic and speak. You are not audible.
Am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much, Shri Mahesh Auti sir, Karande sir, and the organizing committee, Shri Bausaheb Vartak Arts, Commerce and Science College, and all students who have joined this meeting. And first of all, I would like to clear one thing. I'm not a seasoned speaker like you all, and I prefer working on the field than giving a presentation on screen. So kindly excuse me if I make any mistake. And without a further ado, I would like to present this topic to you. So I would like to share a presentation which I have prepared for this topic. Can I share my screen?
Yes, sir. Now you can share your screen. screen. I will make you the co-host. It's done.
Mehta
Now you
madam,
can share your
please
screen.
make him co-host so that he can
Yes,
share
sir,
the
it's done.
presentation.
Yes, sir, it's done. Sir can now share the screen.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much. Just a minute, please. Can you all see the screen? Is it shared properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Also, I would have loved to conduct this session in person so that I can see the feedback on your faces. And I would have loved to have that one-to-one interaction. But it's okay. I think this is a more sustainable way to communicate with everyone. Only request is that I would like to see your faces on screen at least. So if possible, kindly switch on your video cameras. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. So what is sustainability? In today's world, we can search everything on Google, and now there are many chatbots are available for our search. But before going ahead, I would like to define it myself. So what is sustainability for me is uh, the sustainability is practice of meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. So if I'm doing something now and getting some output from the process, I'm producing something, I'm developing something, I'm using some technology and earning. So, and in this process, we should not hamper or compromise the ability of future generations to uh, generate income for themselves. And this is, for me, the definition of the sustainability. And this sustainability is standing on four pillars, which we all know. And those four pillars are environmental sustainability, economical sustainability, social sustainability. Those three were the main pillars when we defined sustainability in 1987. Uh, but later, there was a fourth pillar added to this topic, which was peace and cooperation. So why these four pillars are important? So we all know in today's world, if we don't take care of our environment, then we might not be able to sustain humanity in near future. The climate is changing. The food which we are eating nowadays is uh, coming from the commercial farming processes. And we are putting so many pesticide, weedicide, fungicide in these fields. So if we don't take care of it now, so we might not be able to produce nutrient rich and sufficient food for our future generations. So that's why the environmental sustainability is very important to all of us. Along with that, economical sustainability is also very important. So what is economical sustainability? Economical sustainability is when we are doing some business, you're working something and earning income from that business. You should use those tech tactics or uh, practices so that your business should be planned so that your next generation or upcoming generation should not get hampered because of your business practices, and that business should run sustainably. It should be a regenerative process, and at the same time it should be beneficial for the society as a whole. So there comes the social sustainability of the as a third pillar of the sustainability. And peace and cooperation is, of course, very much important, because without peace and cooperation, as a society, as a whole, and as a uh, state or nation, or as a human community, we will not be able to sustain ourselves. I would like to elaborate more on these topics. Why environmental sustainability is very important to us. First, we need to protect the natural ecosystems, what we have now. When we started farming some 10-12,000 years ago, there was approximately 4 to 5% carbon in our soil. There were a huge natural forest or dense green cover all around the earth. But in these 10-12 years, 10-12,000 years, we have degraded our ecosystem so much that at the moment we have just 0.1 to 0.2% in our farmlands, which is scary. And because of this degradation, deforestation, what we are experiencing in our day-to-day life is pollution. We all can easily see that in our, especially the air quality index in the big metro cities like Mumbai and Delhi is it's at the scary level. We all can experience that in our day-to-day life. And the climate is changing like never before. The amount of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere is so much that even the monsoon cycle is changing. We have experienced that in first and in last 2-3 years. There were so many floods in our area, in our regions, that it is damaging our farmlands, it is damaging our forests, it is damaging our rivers, and the entire ecosystem is getting hampered because of this. So that's why the conserving biodiversity is very important for the environmental sustainability. And we need to employ the circular economy principles and reduce or minimize the waste to protect the environment around us. The second important thing is economic sustainability, which we have already discussed a little bit. Efficient resource management is very much important for any business to be regenerative, to be sustainable. Adaptive policies to foster an economy, and we should the intricate balance is required to manage the immediate economic gains along with the long-term viability and ethical consideration. This ethical consideration is very much important in today's changing scenario, which we have noticed in many places. If your business is not ethical, not sustainable, then it is in the long term is going to that business is in long term is going to harm the society as a whole, which we are experiencing in the market as well. It is getting down, and people are not ready to invest in the markets because a few companies are not following the uh, ethical ways of doing business. And social sustainability, which is another important point, another important pillar of this sustainability thing. We need to promote equity and human rights and quality of life to each and every member of our society. We need to provide education, a good healthcare, should employ fair labor practices. And in this process, we will be able to eradicate poverty for maximum people. Gender equality is very much important in this changing scenario. We need to treat men, women, transgenders, and everyone equally so that as a society as a whole, we will be able to support our businesses and community. And that's how we are going to develop the community as a whole. And the fourth and important point to this is peace and cooperation. So we all know when we, as a society, when we have peace and cooperation is there amongst the society, we get more investment. We get more people would like to invest if we have peaceful community. In today's world, we are seeing there are many wars happening all over the world. You can see what's happening in Ukraine, what's happening in Syria and Israel, but it is hampering businesses in those places. Obviously, nobody would like to invest or put money in these regions because of this. So if we try and maintain peace and cooperation in our area, in our state, we will not be able to get investments from the outsiders, as well as local businessmen will hold their projects unless and until they find it safe to invest their money in their projects. So that's why peace and cooperation is very much important. Harmony is very much important. And we need to create a supportive environment for the long-term sustainability of the business. So these were the points I would like to cover. And not just the theory part of the small theory part I covered, but do we have such examples in front of us? Do we have any examples of such sustainable businesses? Yes, there are some examples which I think I would like to put in front of you. And of course, one of that project is what we are doing right now. So in 2016, we realized that we need to grow our own food. And we were living a normal life in the city of Mumbai, as we all are living. But then we decided to grow our own food, and then we moved to our village, which is in Shahapur, Thane. And we started developing a food forest there. And we wanted to grow everything on our farm, which is coming to our plate. So that was our goal. And in that direction, we started learning about different farming practices, permaculture, organic farming, natural farming, and we created Mohora. So this is what we have done until now. So as you can see, in 2010, on the left side, you can see there was a small picture of our farm. You can see lots of barren land in and around the farm. There are some native trees you can see here, and there is a water stream also on the left side. Then when we started working on it in 2016, you can see it is almost the same. Okay. Only you can see the water stream and other things here. But now in this last 8 years, on the right side, you can see what is the difference we have made to this. We as a team have done to our farm. So you can see the huge tree cover almost everywhere. You can't see any barren land. This is a 7-acre farm, and I would proudly like to share with you all that now we have more than 400 different types of plant species. There are more than 70 different types of bird species we have identified, more than 35 to 40 different butterfly species we have identified. And now almost 60 to 70% of our food we are eating is coming from our farm. So it's a step towards the sustainable food and sustainable environment. And this is 100% natural. We are not putting any chemical or any pesticide or any artificial chemical to this field. So the soil quality has improved a lot, and the soil carbon is also improving. which you all can see. So what this sustainable practices or this growing a food forest has done, and at Moran, of course. So it's a food forest, as I mentioned. So there is a concept where we are growing food in multiple layers. It's a multi-layered, multi-cropping system, and we are growing food in 7 different layers as a food forest. So broadly, you can see there are many large canopy trees, there are sub-canopy trees, there are shrubs, there are herbs, ground covers or grasses, then there are some climbers, creepers, and there are some root crops growing. All these 7 layers are growing, and with this, we are harvesting maximum possible sunlight. So, and it is improving the soil carbon as well. Plus, we have designed a few cottages where people can come and stay, and all these cottages are sustainably built using traditional architecture or what we call a rural architecture. All local material we have used. We have avoided using any cement, and we have used local soil, earth, bamboo, wood, which is regenerative. We can generate it on our farm and we are using it. As you can see in this picture as well, there are some bamboos which we have used, which are grown at our own farm. Diversity of flora and fauna is increasing like never before. The production quality and quantity is of course increasing. If you consider everything, the mangoes, the many different fruit trees, the last year we counted and we had more than 40 to 42 different types of fruits on the farm, counting all different mango species as one. So you can see that much diversity we have. Wastewater management, not a single drop of water, gray water or black water, is going out of our farm. So that's another point I would like to cover here. We are harvesting or preserving heirloom varieties, seed varieties. So we are creating a seed bank for local farmers. So all which is beneficial to all local farmers. We are preserving seeds, some heirloom varieties of rice, different climbers, creepers we are preserving. And there are many perennial crops we are preserving. So we also have a small nursery wherein people can come and they can take the perennial plants from us and they can multiply those plants at their own farms. So that's the thing. This farm has become a resilient system. Water requirement has reduced a lot. The requirement to use fossil fuel for generators, for equipments has reduced in multifolds. So even electricity, use of electricity has considerably dropped in a few years. And as I said, we are not using a single artificial chemical on our farm, and no fertilizer at all from outside. We all do composting and other natural farming practices. So that is what we are doing. These are sustainable business practices at Moran, and how it has affected to the 4 pillars of the ecosystem. I would like to elaborate a little bit. Environmentally, the impact of Moran on the 4 pillars of sustainability. On environmental, as you can see, it's a small forest we have created, and it is not harming the environment, it is supporting the environment. The diversity is increasing, bird species are increasing, flora, fauna is increasing. So it is, of course, it is helping the environment. The second thing is, it is economical. How? The sustainable cottages we have built so that the guest can come and stay with us. They can experience firsthand the experience of food forest they can take. They can enjoy different activities there, including kayaking, swimming, and many other things. And they can know more about natural farming practices, what we are doing. And they can relax, rejuvenate themselves. So that is economical. And in every year, the soil quality and everything is improving. And that's how the business itself has become sustainable, economical. In future generations, it will definitely will be more beneficial. Socially, it is helping the local communities. You can see we are employing many local tribal peoples, local villagers, and including the transport services, the vegetable vendors, the kirana mal vendors, and many local businesses getting benefited from uh, this project. And directly we are employing 25-30 families on our farm. And as we are spending approximately 2 to 3 lakh rupees per month as a direct support to the families. And of course, they are supporting us. But as you all know, uh, the economical ratio of this is when we support, say, when we spend or give 1 lakh rupees to local people, in local market, it becomes a 4 lakh rupees business or turnover. So that's how it is helping in the local villages. So socially, it is helping a lot. Plus, we are providing education, uh, different training sessions to our staff, to tribal people, and we are supporting them to know more about natural farming practices. So that's how we are empowering the social community there. And because of all these activities, we are we are able to maintain the peace and cooperation amongst the communities. Moran at present has become a melting point for all communities, including the local tribal people, villagers, plus many communities or many different types of people from the cities like Mumbai, Pune, Nasik, from all over India. And there are some foreigners also coming to our place. So we all are getting a chance to get to know each other very well. So it's uh, in this way, we are able to get the cooperation amongst the communities, and we are able to maintain the peace and in the community. So that's how the impact of Moran, uh, what Moran is doing to maintain the sustainability in our area, in our village. Now, as you all are from the city, you might think that this sustainability thing is only possible in the villages. Is it so? No. There are many things you all can do being in the cities. It is whatever you are doing, wherever you are doing, you are or you can employ or do sustainable practices. I would like to give you another example in this regard. So one of our friends, Miss Medha Tadpatrikar, she has a urban setup called Rudra Environmental Solutions, which is based in Pune. So what happened when Dr. Medha went to a forest somewhere and she found a deer had died because of eating some plastic waste. So that um changed her life's direction, life's path, and she decided to do something about it. She didn't have any formal background of engineering as such, but she started learning more about plastics and what can be done about it. She started collecting it and she started uh, experimenting on the plastic and how to extract. There were some experiments going at that point of time about extracting fuel from the plastic. So she started experimenting in her own kitchen, and within a few years, she came out with a solution in which she started extracting oil. She came up a plant like this, and wherein In just 1,000 kilogram of plastic, she could extract 650 liters, up to 650 to 750 liters of fuel, which can be used in our generators, which can be used in the rocket stores or in the furnaces. Plus, she made the plant in such a way that whatever gases were coming out in this process were used to burn this furnace. So it's a recycling sustainable method. So they are generating fuel or extracting fuel from the plastic. At the same time, they were using all the excess gases to burn the furnace. So it became a sustainable solution. And whatever you can see, the process is called thermocatalytic depolymerization. With this, they helped the urban communities. They collected approximately 5 lakhs kilograms of plastic in a few years, and they extracted fuel from it. Self-sufficiency was achieved in fuel because they could use the same fuel to burn the furnaces, and they were able to sell those fuel to local people or local businesses as well. And there was no need to separate plastic as such. The segregation of plastic was not required. And they could collect. Initially, they started with a few societies, but now they are collecting plastics from more than 15,000 different families in Pune. And now they have come up with a small plants from capacity 50 kg per batch to 500 kg batch. And they are these plants are available for sale. They are selling it in the cities like Mumbai, Kalyan, and all over Maharashtra and India. Now they are setting up the plants. So we all can do something about it. So you all can see what the plastic is doing in MMRDA region and in many other big cities. And now we can see that the rising problem of plastic deposition in our villages also. So we all can do something about it. This process is completely eco-friendly. No harmful gases is being released in the environment, and plastic is being converted to usable fuel. And whatever remains, the char which remains after extracting the fuel and gases, is used to build roads. They are giving this char to local corporations and governments, and it is strengthening our roads. So that is also helping the thing. So you can see how they have developed this sustainable model in urban setup. So again, all these 4 pillars you can easily see. Environmental, they are helping the environment, getting rid of the plastic. Then processing the plastic waste. So that is, they are recycling the waste. They are not releasing any harmful gases in the environment. So they are protecting environment. Economical, the model is self-sufficient, self-sustainable. They are able to uh, produce enough fuel from the process so that it's a profitable business as well for the ones who are doing it. It's a social sustainable. How they are empowering the people who are collecting plastic from the dumping yards. Those people can collect plastic. They are purchasing this plastic from them. They are purchasing this plastic from different corporations. They're collecting plastics from different societies. So it's a social activity. They are empowering the local youth, local persons who are doing this type of businesses. So they are generating employment for the people, the engineers, the technicians. They are generating an employment source. So it's a social enterprise as well. And of course, it's a peaceful operation. It is not hampering anyone. They are just using the available waste material. And that's how they are supporting all the 4 pillars of the sustainability. So as I said, it is possible in urban setup as well. So I have given you two different examples of sustainability or sustainable business practices. Yeah. So that is what I wanted to share with you all. Now, do you have any question regarding this on Moran or Rudra environmental solutions? I would like to answer those questions if you have any. No questions? I think the topic is very much clear, and when you will think more about this, you will come up with more questions, I guess. So unless and until you start working on this, you will not have more questions.
Hello, sir. So students are watching on YouTube. Is it because they will send
Ma'am,
the
your
question
voice is not
chat?
audible. Ma'am, your voice is not audible.
Students are watching this session on YouTube. So if they have any Q&A session, they will ask in the chat box, in the
All
YouTube
right.
chat box. So I will send the question. So just give us 2 minutes.
Okay.
So they can send their questions on chat box.
Okay. So thank you so much, everyone, and Shri Mahesh Auti sir and Karande sir. Thank you very much, the management committee, and I'm closing this session now. Is it okay? Over to you, Nitashri.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Now I would like to request respected Chairperson of Gokhale Education Society and President of today's function, Dr. Mrs. S.V. Santa Madam, to deliver the presidential address for today's inaugural function. Over to you, Madam.
Good morning. Today's chief guest, Sri Sachin Adhikari, in charge principal, Dr. Karande, vice principal, Dr. Auti, coordinator, Professor Kobragade, and all my colleagues and dear students. I appreciate the Faculty of Commerce for organizing this event on an apt topic, sustainable business practices in changing business scenario. Just now, Sachin Adhikari expressed his views on this particular topic. Sir, it is unique and interesting experience to listen from an authority working in the field. What I feel, sustainability is no longer a choice. It is a necessity. As socio-economic developments have flourished like anything, but if you observe the planet health is continuously deteriorating. Even global temperature have seen dramatically increasing. And that's why there is a need for sustainable business practices. Our chief guest started his entire session with definition and meaning of sustainability, and he focused on various facets of pillars of sustainability. As he has rightly mentioned, that there are 4 pillars of sustainability. He focused on certain facets of sustainability, pillars of sustainability also. According to him, environmental sustainability, social sustainability, economic sustainability, peace sustainability. Here, I would like to focus on the ways to achieve the sustainability in these fields. If you consider first environmental sustainability, the first point is to be focused is resource efficiency. In every business, 2 resources are always used. One is water and second is energy. At least we should try to optimize these resources. Optimizing these resources usage, that is optimizing water, optimizing energy usage, we can adopt sustainable practices. And this is possible through efficient technologies and other practices also. Another point in environmental sustainability is waste reduction. We can recycle this waste. So recycling program can be introduced, or we can minimize the packaging, or design the products in such a way that they will just, their life cycle will go for a long period. So in this way, we can reduce the wastage. Then we can use the renewable energy also, like solar energy, wind power energy, and we are observing in market, in business field, so many corporate sectors are now using solar energy and wind power energy. Then another point in environmental sustainability is sustainable sourcing. That is, when they are purchasing, the businessman, the corporate sectors, when they are purchasing material inputs from different sources, that time the corporate sectors are assuring that the sources from which they are purchasing this material or inputs, these sources are environmental conscious. They follow the environmental responsibilities, and then they purchase the material from these. Sustainable sourcing, that is also one way. Sustainable sources. The another pillar our chief guest has rightly mentioned, and that is social sustainability. He has mentioned a very important point, ethical practices. Ethical practices, I will just say that ensuring fair wages, safe working condition, compliance with labor laws, these are also called as ethical labor practices. Another point in social sustainability is community engagement. Supporting local communities through initiatives, or as he has rightly mentioned, partnership, collaboration with organization, other institution to achieve the sustainability. Next point is that diversity and inclusion, that is promoting diverse workforce with inclusive policies. That balance is to be achieved. And another point is that employee well-being, that prioritizing the employee's health, then work-life balance, professional development, that is also one thing, because everyone is not working for money, but to get some satisfaction. That is the most important goal of the life, to acquire or to achieve the happiness, to achieve the satisfaction. So they are working. If they have job satisfaction, if they are happy in the institution, if they are happy in the organization, then also that is sufficient, and that is a social responsibility. Third pillar he has rightly mentioned, that is economic sustainability. He has mentioned circular economy, and the students might be learning in the syllabi also about the circular economy, that is focusing on product design that allows for reuse, then recycling, remanufacturing, repairing, to minimize waste and maximize the resource efficiency. In between period, there was one thinking that that phrase came in the market. You also might be aware, dear students, that is use and throw. And that phrase is so popular, became so popular that use the product and then throw it. But if you will consider the entire environment, atmosphere, business environment, then you will agree with me that use and throw is not an apt policy for our country as well as the entire globe. It is necessary to reuse it, to repair it, to recycle it, to remanufacture it. So all this circular economy, all this comes under circular economy. So circular economy, that is also one very important aspect of economic sustainability. Innovation, research and development. It is expected from corporate sector to invest in research and development in such a way that they can find out innovative, sustainable technologies. Then cost optimization. Identify where we can reduce the cost, where we can save the cost. So identify cost saving opportunities. And the another point is also there, transparency. Communicate whatever sustainable practices you are using in your organization or institution, communicate it to the stakeholders. So all stakeholders will also be aware. All stakeholders will be educated about these practices, and then definitely the entire organization with all stakeholders, or the institution with all stakeholders, will be able to adopt the sustainable practices. See, there are certain areas where businessmen can focus on for these sustainable practices. For example, manufacturing. In manufacturing, even the material inputs that can be recycled. Everyone can minimize the waste. We can also minimize the waste. Then efficiency machinery we can use at present. Then another area is that technology. It is necessary to develop sustainable software solutions, reduce commuting emissions. Then even in transportation, at present we are observing in the market, many corporate sectors are using electric vehicles. So use of electric vehicles, that is also one sustainable practice. Optimize delivery routes to reduce fuel consumption. Then even retail area, they can offer eco-friendly products option. And nowadays the consumers are aware, they are literate, they are educated, and many consumers I observe in the market, because I am just working for many organizations also. I am aware and I am observing that the consumers are preferring eco-friendly products. They are preferring eco-friendly products. Even in their day-to-day life also, they are preferring eco-friendly products. So, offer eco-friendly product options, reduce plastic packages, very, very essential. And that's why even we are so much used that when we go to the market to purchase vegetable, to purchase fruit, or to purchase anything, very rarely we carry bag with us. And then we ask them to give the bag. So these vegetable walas or fruit wala or any other person who is selling that product, they are offering us plastic bags. And easily we carry plastic bags with us. Instead of that, if we carry a cotton bag or a proper eco-friendly bag with us, that will also a good practice, sustainable practice, which we can follow, students, and we can follow in our day-to-day life also. Then recycling program, that also we can follow, and moving to paperless. Nowadays, we are observing most of the things are online. Even banking transactions are online. So as far as possible, use less papers. That is also one sustainable business practice. So this is also one area where we can use the sustainable business practice, and that will just save the earth. Because what we are observing, no, that our earth quality is deteriorating like anything. And therefore, we have to follow in our day-to-day life also, we have to follow these sustainable practices. Some companies we are observing, corporate sector, particularly IT, work from home. 4 days they are working from home and 2 days they are going to the corporate sector. Of course, it is possible only in certain corporate sector. It is not possible in all corporate sector, but it is going on. That is also one practice, sustainable practice, hybrid method. Then try to become energy efficient. Just now our chief guest also mentioned, reduce the wastage. Dear students, when we are coming out of the class, please see that after last lecture, all fans are put up, or lights are put up. That is also our social responsibility. And that is also one of the sustainable practice, which is very much essential at national as well as global level. That way also we can contribute to the nation's development. So from today itself, after every last lecture, my colleagues and my dear students will definitely observe this practice, that from coming from the classroom, they will see that all fans are put up and all the tube lights are also put off. Even when we use the water in the college, at that time also, we have to see that there will not be any wastage of water. Another is that ESG principle, as our chief guest has rightly mentioned. I'm not going to focus more, elaborate more on that particular point. That is minimizing the environment effect, promoting social responsibility, ensuring good governance. Another principle is there, that is triple bottom line. The 3 P's of sustainability are well known. Business concept of sustainability has the role of protecting and maximizing benefits of 3 P's. One is green program, which take care of people. They acknowledge the planet's need by respecting its valuable resources. So first P is people, second P is planet, and third P, profit. The profit resources are to be utilized in such a way that there will be a profit generation. So 3 P's are to be taken care of properly. Our chief guest has quoted examples from practical field, like sustainable practices he followed and observed in 2 projects. One is Moran and another one is Rudra. All these sustainable practices are really inspiring to our students as well as our staff members. That reminded me 2-3 practices which are going on, which I observe in the practical field. That one engineering college I visited, and in that engineering college, few students, they have started startup. And what was that startup? That they used to pick up the chocolate wrappers from all kachra kundis and dumping grounds, of course, through various agents. And through by using the chocolate wrappers, they have installed a plant and they have manufactured tiles. So from chocolate wrappers to tiles. And there is a huge demand for those tiles. And those tiles are really as strong as other tiles available in the market. So this is also one good practice. Only thing is that you have to just think out of the box and then you will find a new practice. Another is that Gokhale Education Society is also focusing on these sustainable practices. We have one college, engineering college, RS Support Engineering College, and that college students have actually developed one electric two-wheeler vehicle 4 years back. Now we are observing these two-wheelers on the road. But 4-5 years back, they have developed that electric vehicle and they have exhibited in national exhibition, and our engineering student bagged first prize in that competition. Another example is there that Gokhale Education Society has one center at Kosbad. It is a Krushi Vignan Kendra. And in that Krushi Vignan Kendra, a research is conducted to develop sustainable practices which can be followed in agricultural sector. And they are not only conducting the research and just taking the findings of this research, but Krushi Vignan Kendra provide training, guidance and training to farmers, to sarpanch, to gram sevak regarding these sustainable practices, and they are just providing guidance how to utilize these sustainable practices to improve their farms. So all these sustainable practices are followed in various fields at present. Our chief guest guided us on how to follow sustainable practices in urban areas also. So students, we have to keep it in mind, those sustainable practices followed in urban areas. So we can also follow sustainable practices in our life. What I feel, in changing business scenario, sustainable business practices encompasses strategies like optimizing energy usage, implementing effective waste management, designing eco-friendly products, fostering employee participation, leveraging technology for greener operation, prioritizing ethical sourcing throughout the supply chain to minimize environmental impact, and to promote social responsibility. So in a nutshell, I can say that sustainable business practices refers to the strategies and processes that business use to reduce environmental effect, increase positive social impact, create long-term values for their stakeholders. With this particular note, I would like to conclude my address. Once again, I appreciate the Faculty of Commerce, Dr. Auti, and his entire team for conducting this particular event. And I express my sincere thanks for inviting me over here and just giving me an opportunity to interact with my students. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, madam, for your inspiring words.
Now I request respected Assistant Professor Mr. Sachin Pawar sir to offer vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Am I audible? Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Please proceed.
Okay. Now, dear participants, we are at the end part of the session. Myself, Professor Sachin Pawar, is here to propose a formal vote of thanks for online inaugural function of Urja 2025. I thank management of Gokhale Education Society Nasik for their continuous support. I thank Dr. Mrs. S. Visant Madam, Chairperson, Gokhale Education Society, for accepting our invitation and valuable presidential address. Thank you, Madam. I thank Mr. Sachin Adhikari, Sir, Chief Guest and Keynote Speaker of today's function. Thank you, Sir, for accepting our invitation and sparing a valuable time and guiding our students. I thank Principal Dr. S.B. Karande, Sir, for his continuous guidance and support. I thank Dr. M.D. Outi, Sir, Vice Principal and Head Department of Commerce, for his initiative to operationalize this program. I thank all organizing committee members. I thank Ms. Priyanka Outi, Madam, for introducing the guest. I thank Ms. Himanshi Mehta, Madam, for technical support and help. I thank all anchors for comparing this program. At the last but not least, I thank all the offline and online participants for participating in this particular program. And lastly, directly, indirectly, those who have provided help to make this program successful, I thank everyone. And with the permission of Chair, I announce this session is over. May I? Hello, Outi. Hello.
Hello.
Should we end the online streaming?
Yes, sir. We can proceed to activity now.
Yes, activity. Yes.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Adhikari sir, thank you. Santa madam, thank you.